Hey, it's John Gafford. If you want to catch up more and see what we're doing, you can always go to thejohngafford.com, where we'll share any links that things we talked about on the show, as well as links to the YouTube where you can watch us live. And if you want to catch up with me on Instagram, you can always follow me at thejohngafford. I'm here. Give me a shout. Back from the break for part 2 of the science of sports betting, the business of sports betting, which is really what it is. We're here with AJ Gusina.
He said it wrong.
I just figured if I said it fast, it'd be
Bet
close.
with AJ. There you go. Let's go with that.
We're here with Bet with AJ.
Bet with AJLV. Yes, go AJ.
Okay, it's Gunasina, John.
Gunasina.
What? It's like a Russian missile. Like what?
I figured if I say it fast, it was close enough.
You're good.
Gunasina.
Gunasina.
Yep. Again, if you're watching us on YouTube, go back and check out part 1 of this nonsense. You can go from there. But we're just getting into the meat and bones of it here with AJ. He's graduated from college. He's getting to the end of college, and we're talking about when you first found your way into a casino here in Vegas, and you were talking about you're a numbers guy, and you just found out being able to turn numbers into an outcome into an income, which that's power move. That's buzzword.
And he did.
You know what?
Say,
I got the horn right there. That was.
Hey.
That is turning into it. So
he also said that I could be an Olympian.
no,
no.
Did he support that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you support that.
Yeah.
We might have to.
Says it could
Listen,
He did.
The only
The way my bank account is set up, I gotta check it into savings.
The way it's set up. He did. So I've got 2 people now.
Okay, I'm just telling you, you are now in a league with Slap for Cash, who's the only other person who has ever said that Colt could pull this off.
You know Slap for Cash?
Yeah.
You don't know Slap for Cash?
No,
On
I know
Instagram.
Cab Cash.
No,
Slap
this
for
is
cash,
this is
like
one of the
slap for
slap
cash.
contest guys.
Like he slapped the shit out of people for like he'd be like, "I'll give you."
Oh,
20.
I've seen it on TikTok.
yeah.
I know
He's
that
like
guy,
6'6", 500.
He basically turned slapping the taste out of people's mouth into
for like $100.
Yeah,
Well, and
Probably
then,
even less.
and then like Jake Paul slapped.
I
him.
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Well, that was rigged.
Anyway,
It
so
was rigged.
you're
rigged.
part of this crew. So if you need anything, me, you, and Slap for Cash can always check
Let's go.
Oh God! All
Let's
right,
go.
LFG baby.
so back to this. Colt, just be quiet. I'm going to mute you for a second. So back to this. Outcome into an income.
Correct.
So talk about that.
Man.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I've got into sports betting back in 2011.
Okay.
2012.
Was this before or after you graduated from college?
I think I was still in
college.
I think I was my senior year.
Senior year.
Yeah.
You get a sports betting.
Yeah, because I went right after high school. So, and I think I remember going into station casinos, and then with like $200 to see if I could flip it to make $500. Like just
That was the
thinking.
tester.
Yeah.
That was my tester, and I did like a 4-team parlay, some money line, some spread, and then I hit it. Man. It was my first freaking bet of my
God.
life.
It's almost like
My
the worst.
life.
It's almost like the worst thing could happen to you.
Correct.
This is what happens to
That
people.
could have been
Vegas.
like, Vegas could either make you or break you.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been blessed that I've been that 1%
Yeah.
that actually made it through doing what Vegas is not supposed to do for you.
Yeah, which is win.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because
Those
casinos
buildings
don't
weren't built on winners.
No.
I was just gonna say that.
They are
I was
not.
just
This
gonna
town
say
is not built on
casino
winners.
is not built on winners.
No, those
They're
90,
built on
those,
losers.
those 99-cent shrimp cocktails do not buy themselves, buddy. It takes a lot of losses.
You mean the $27.99 shrimp cocktail
That's how it is now.
Yeah.
Palace Station.
Good old days.
Inflation. God.
Good old
Crazy,
days.
right?
Yeah.
So you start. So you're betting. So you win the first bet. The first bet's a winner, which
Yeah,
can be
hit it.
disastrous for people when they come.
Correct,
for
because you get addicted.
Oh, well, now
right?
you're like, I'm going to quit
easy.
everything.
First time I bet a horse race, I bet on a long to win and won.
Oh, good.
And you won?
Yep.
Oh, wow. What
First time ever.
What were the odds?
It was like 30-1.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I've hit a 30-1 odds before.
But again, it was my first time ever.
Once.
Yeah, I'm not.
The Royals,
Yeah.
the Kansas City Royals back in 2000.
Oh.
You hit that game. That's the game that made Vegas Dave, right?
Yeah,
That's the game that
we
hit.
all had that Royals because they went to the World Series the year before.
Yeah.
It only made sense, just like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
2 years ago. They went back. It's kind of like made sense.
So that wasn't.
Astros.
See, what's funny is I didn't even think about that. They were in the World Series. The year
They won the
before.
World Series. The
So
year
it wasn't
before.
even
it
like-
only made sense.
So it wasn't even like this mystery pick out of all
like
the
the
MLB
Bengals.
teams.
It's
It was
not
like,
like the Bengals.
They were experienced. You got to remember that. People
Yeah.
don't like the Dodgers. Look how bad they struggled back to back. They got cheated on.
Yeah.
Astros, Red Sox, they all cheated on them, and then they came back. I mean, you're not going to lose 3 World Series back to back.
But then after you win
Well,
one, then you fall
as
off
a
the
Bills
ledge,
fan.
like
Yeah.
Lakers or
I was going to
Dodgers.
say until the
They get
Buffalo Bills.
comfortable. That's what
Yeah.
they get comfortable.
Yeah.
Until
As
the
a
Buffalo
Bills
Bills
fan.
figure out a way to go to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl,
they're
go to the
good.
World
They're
Series.
good. They might come back next year.
Yeah, those AD.
So you win your first. So now you're winning.
Yeah, I'm winning now, left and right. Like, I mean, I'm not every day, but I've always like I told myself, even when I do hit these tickets,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not
tilt.
gonna be an addict. I'm not gonna be those 80-year-old men out there on a Friday night cashing their paychecks and their pension and then betting on their games, because I've seen that shit happen, man. I've seen a lot of people go down the wrong place and they've lost everything, and I've seen it before it happened to many people around me. I've seen it.
You ever seen those guys at Santa Anita Raceway?
No.
Walking around in like the horse better guys.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst thing you could bet on.
The degenerate horse betters, and they're just
Absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely.
Angry.
Anyway, I just, that to me is the
Because they
picture
cash their checks,
Oh, yeah.
of
man.
that guy.
Yeah, and there's
He's got
people.
just
hoping
piled
it.
up chits on the floor beside him.
Yeah, and those are the people that making Fertitas rich right now.
No
So it's crazy. And
Is there a huge competition between you guys in that world?
now it is.
Yeah.
Like when I got in this game when other guy, I'm not going to mention
Yeah.
his name, but I think he fell off the Instagram too, by the way.
Did he get bounced off Instagram?
Banned from
there's a
Instagram.
lot
10 million
of-
follower account gone.
Ouch.
Yes.
See, dude, I got to tell you. Let's
guy
talk-
you mentioned.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but let's talk about that for a
It's-
minute, man, because it is.
But he ruined the community.
Well, but
I'll be honest with you. I'm
point-
not afraid to say it.
No, but my point is
Yeah,
this.
great.
My point is this. Social is so important,
Absolutely.
but it is the worst business to use as a business.
As a soul business.
Like this
Correct.
is like I'm a YouTuber or I'm an Instagrammer or I'm a this, because like you just said, I mean, just
They can blink.
can just pull the plug on you and you're done.
Because it's a free platform.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
free.
paying for it.
There's-
so you gotta listen to what Zuck is telling you.
This is why we are all.
It's crazy,
This is
yeah.
why for the long term, as bullish as everybody is on the metaverse and buying virtual real estate, dude, you don't think Elon Musk for shits and giggles would just pull the plug on that
And
thing?
you're done.
Just because he thought it was funny.
He's
on a
tanked his
Tuesday?
stock before. He's being investigated by the SEC.
He takes
for
his
doing
own
it.
stock
Right?
because he
Yeah.
thinks it, like there's nothing. I'm never going to invest in some system where somebody else can just pull a plug and it's gone.
and you're done.
Yeah,
And I think that's another reason why that dude got banned from IG, because of called himself King of Metaverse and all this other stuff, and like asking people to buy his coins.
yeah.
There's a lot of scams going around, man. And
Lot of
that's
scams.
one thing I think I even told Chris a while ago. I'm like, I will never get into shit that I don't know what it is.
Yeah, stay on it.
Especially I have 35,000 followers on my Instagram, 15 something on Twitter,
Yeah.
and like I'm all over, have multiple other
Yeah.
accounts. So I cannot, like, I don't want to go walk around this city of Las Vegas without having to do this.
Yeah.
Look back every time. Like, who's going to fucking kill me?
Yeah.
Who's going to, like, you stole money. I have not one person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very active in the exotic car community, very active for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And I host events myself. I go there, no one ever talks shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a scam. He's a, that. We all have haters, but it's we can't stop that. I mean,
If you ain't got haters, you ain't
If you
trying.
only got 20, you better figure out
how to get
20 by the sum of it.
you know,
Get some more haters.
You know, it's like I had a conversation with another. I call him my brown brother, but and he was like, it's hard for us being brown and being rich. You know, like me having some money and nice cars and living in a nice home. They'll find some way to like fucking pick on you.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
it's
insane.
It's so
crazy.
I mean, we went through
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and
It's
you know
crazy
some
to me.
stuff. I'm like,
Well,
what?
It's so funny, man, because being in the business that we're in real estate, and this is probably for haters, dude. This is the worst industry there is.
Gambling.
Because
you think sports?
Well, because here's the thing.
Oh.
There's always somebody that wants to, and it's so passive aggressive, so chicken shit passive aggressive. Drives me crazy. And they always write comments on like, "Oh, can you please post another one of your awards that you won, or post yourself in front of your
paid
car,
for."
or whatever."
Yeah.
And it's always
They're
this
such
and dude,
haters.
and then you see the same people just pile into that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like this is what I do when I see stuff like that. And just so you know, if I don't ever if I'm friends with you on social media and I don't ever interact with your stuff, this is why, because I don't see it anymore. And here's why: because I've gone down now and looked and said, okay, that's the tone that you're putting out, and I'll go to your like last 15 posts and I just go like positive, negative, positive, negative, 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 negative. And if it's mostly negative, I don't need that. I'm scared of you.
Yeah,
I'm out.
100%. I don't give anybody chances anymore.
If you think that if you're somebody out there that thinks dragging others down is building you up somehow,
That's the completely opposite.
it is the
way.
complete opposite. Because, dude, it's so transparent and bitter to everybody else, and you don't hate back. You only hate people in front of you.
Haters.
You don't hate down.
Yeah, haters hate on winners, not losers.
Yeah.
Think about that. They don't.
Yeah.
They,
Truth.
Yeah, if you're picking on the Cleveland Browns, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
It's like, what's wrong with you?
yeah. Hey, I know. Let's make fun of the Jets.
Yeah, like, I'm like
shit.
cheering
Poor
for the
kid.
Jets. You know, I'm like, I don't even have any dog in
let's go to
that
the
fight,
game.
but
Let's do
my
it.
God.
So you're placing your own bets. Let's get back to that. So
Yeah.
that becomes a business in itself. So
Yeah.
you become self-sufficient, making money, doing what you want to do, strictly kind of gambling. Still day trading, still doing that?
I'm
Obviously?
not doing that
Not doing that
anymore.
anymore.
No,
This is,
it's-
you are.
I'm not. I realized I wasn't a morning person at
You-
6 a.m.
yeah,
when the
it's
market
hard
opens.
when you need to.
Hard.
I'm not gonna do
Hard.
that.
Well, that's
And
what-
he
dude-
knows my schedule.
dude,
I
that-
text him like 11 a.m. Like, AJ, you're still up? Yeah, I just woke up.
No, but that's why I don't trade
Can't
crypto.
do it in the morning.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
don't
these
do
kids,
that.
all I picture is them just sitting in front of a computer with like
Yeah,
50
24,
energy
yeah.
drinks, like
Yeah.
eyes like this. Because
I don't trade crypto for other reasons, John.
well, that's true. But
also-
the market doesn't close. There's no there's no time.
It's 24/7.
It's 24/7.
You
Christmas
become
Day,
addicted to that kind of stuff.
It's
Like,
so bad.
I know.
I just threw money in to stocks today just because I cashed everything out. I'm like, still.
Wait, did you
looking
buy
at-
stocks or stock?
Not, but I bought multiple
Yeah.
win. I did
So
buy
stocks.
multiple
He
win.
bought one share of Win one time.
I was one share.
One
is
share
a
don't
long
care, baby.
story.
One share don't
But-
care.
No, but because you're addicted. Like I kept opening my same stuff, and I'm like, why? I have nothing in the game. I'm finally just like, I need to throw money just so I'm not
know.
Yeah.
opening
That's
up.
it.
And what was like you consider your first big bet? Like you're saying $200, stuff like that. What would you say is your first like holy shit?
Like I
this
made
better
it.
go?
Real skin
Well,
in the
just
game.
Like fingernails on the side
I'm
of the chair,
scared.
digging in
like
a little
I'm
bit.
scared now making this bet.
Or did you avoid that?
No, well,
I think
I mean,
everybody does it once.
yeah, I think the biggest payout was that Royals bet for me.
Was it?
I was back in 2015, I think. That was 30-1 odds, and I think I made like $32,000. Back then, I was like, oh my God, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's free money.
Right.
That's a
All
lot.
for $1,200.
Off of $1,200.
Yes, $1,200. And then the year after, hit another ticket for 80,000. And then it just kept going, kept going.
Just kept
Red
building.
Sox, Dodgers.
To this day, what's
Like-
the biggest payout you've ever had in one game?
Red Sox, $120,000.
120,000 one
Yeah,
game.
off of like 5K.
So are you? So let me ask you a question. Are you hedging bets when you go for
I
yourself? You don't. You
I
don't.
don't.
You don't
I
find a
just let
spread
it
that's
ride.
different here and then go this. You're all in on one. You
Yeah.
decide which way the game's going to go in your head, and that's
100%. Yeah, because baseball, they play 4 to 5 games.
Is that
So
is that your jam?
I love baseball.
Yeah,
I
baseball's
crush
fun.
baseball. Like it's the best.
You got to pick one sport, right? Pretty much, or no?
I do NFL, NBA,
Oh,
MLB, college, NHL, like college and pro and college. So I try not to get into soccer, cricket, fucking rugby. You know,
Yeah, aren't
I
you?
can't do all that.
If you're betting on a cricket
That's
match
why-
in this
that's-
country, you're
that's
close.
why, you know,
Hey, Indian. I was going to say it's Indian.
that's the real reason.
That's
the real reason Mom blocked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
you didn't play fucking cricket,
Fuck
son.
cricket. 2-week cricket game.
No
where
more
you-
curry for your
tea
ass.
breaks in the middle of it.
How many hours a week do you watch sports?
Oh man, every day, probably 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that's what people
Now-
don't realize. It's when you're betting like that, like
You have to know your
Yeah.
game.
No,
like-
so you're watching 8 hours a day of games. Where are you digging for? I mean, are you like going? I mean, you're like
I have websites full of websites. I have inside people.
And
I
you're
have
just-
people that tell me like if the kids are getting drunk the night before, I'll get a text like, "Hey, they're about to fuck this game up for you,"
Yeah.
and then I'll take the plus points of the other team, and then I'm usually right 90% of the time.
But you love that.
So this season, I'm hitting 82.5% in NFL, NBA.
on this season.
Pro and
82 and a half.
82 and all documented, 100%.
Yeah, that's a strong winning percentage.
Yes, I know.
So,
and I've never hit 82% before, and I'm proud to say that now.
But at what point did the books see you coming and say, "Hey, you know what, AJ, maybe we're good"?
Oh, I've been banned from casinos before. I can't go to certain casinos in Vegas.
Right now, you're currently banned.
Not all of them, but
Not all of them,
certain ones.
So,
and I'm not gonna.
What
say
about,
their
what
names.
about like a Billy Hill though? Is that
William Hill?
Yeah.
They'll let you fucking crush them.
William Hillwell.
William
So
Hill.
you can do it online
that's
now,
that's
right?
so the tickets that you see me post.
It's always online.
That's all William Hill.
right?
I have not gone to a sports book in 6-7 years.
Really?
Every
I
year's
have
Right.
to get money. Like
Yeah.
to get the withdrawals and the profit, but to like actually deposit money into your account and then like, hey, place a bet. Like it's very rare that I do. Sometimes I'll go in like just to look at it. Like, you know, there's 17.
What's your
Yeah,
favorite?
sure.
What's your top 3 favorite sports books? No, just because people. No,
they
I
better
wasn't
pay
going
me,
to
man. They better pay me.
But like
that could have been what's your top 3 favorite Hungarian dishes. It could have been anything.
No, because like everybody Westgate, everybody loves it because it's like the
they
old
redid
school.
it. Beautiful.
I was just in there
Yeah.
and I great. Like
Westgate is
the
nice.
D
It
is amazing
Yeah.
sports book. Like so, I was wondering.
They're
what's your
making it nicer now.
Derek,
it's no
I
more
mean-
like homeless people
Right.
and like they're
Circa.
hanging out, like eating a hot
Or
dog.
no, Circa, I meant.
You know,
Yeah.
Circa.
Circa's what I meant,
Yeah, but
not the
that's
D.
because
Fire.
he's a gambler. Isn't he like a pretty big
Yeah.
sports
Which
gambler?
one?
Derek?
Derek
Oh yeah.
Stevens,
He is. He bet on sports.
Yeah. So he made his sports book at his premier location.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That
a
is
great,
stunning.
yeah.
Circa is just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just so far away. I live in Summerlin, so for me to drive 30 fucking minutes away,
It's a pain.
to see the same. I have
Yeah,
TVs
yeah.
like this on my home
Yeah.
at the house, so it's like for me to go all the way down there.
Just to
Plus,
watch a
like
game.
it's like me. I'm very big on like being around good energy. I'm that guy. You will never hear like me talking shit about other people. I'm not that guy. So if I see a guy like, let's say you're betting $20 a game and I got 20,000 on a game and you're rooting for the opposite team that
annoying.
I got 20,000
It's
on.
annoying.
That's bad energy. That's horrible energy.
It's annoying.
It's like, bro, you got $20 on a 10-team parlay that you're not going to hit.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like
I'm sorry, bro, you're not going to hit.
I got to make rent somehow.
And you're not. You're going to owe landlord another 30-day rent.
I got the
it's-
Lakers against the Pelicans.
it's,
I believe.
Yeah,
No,
Come on, LBJ.
one of the worst things that ever happened. I went to the because I love Florida State Seminole football as much as you can possibly love a human baby.
Oh, awesome.
And we had won the national championship the year before, and then we went back to the playoffs against Oregon in the first year of the playoffs. So we went to the Rose Bowl again, and my buddy and his wife go, and just picking a team to root for. She shows up with all Oregon gear. No reason whatsoever to root
Holy
for Oregon.
shit.
And I'm just like, you got to be shitting me. Yes. And I'm like, you got to be absolutely, which is why I ruin all their dress-up parties. To be honest with you, that's why I do it. That's why.
You know what? She kind of deserves
she
it. Oregon
deserves
has
it.
better colors, but
Yeah.
there's no reason.
They
to
do have
There's no reason.
beautiful colors.
There's
Yeah,
no
nice
reason.
colors.
But so you go from winning bets yourself,
Yeah.
which is a business in itself, to turning this into a business where you help others,
Yeah,
actually place bets as well. So
Yeah.
tell me about the concept of setting that business up. How do you start marketing it?
Oh,
When do you get your clients? You know, like, walk me through that setup process of that.
crazy, bro. Crazy. 2011, I started this whole game. I mastered money management discipline, being consistent with your bets, like my bets and everything. Took me about 3 years to go public with it. And I mainly, back in the day, I cared about what other people thought of me. Like, it's back then, it was like, oh, sports betting, it's so bad, it's gambling, da-da-da-da. And then 2014, I came back around. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start posting my tickets.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter, $100, $500, $1,000, whatever. I'm going to start posting my tickets. And I'm hitting these tickets. And a good friend of mine, I'm like, man, you're like literally posting these tickets beforehand, and you're actually winning outright all these
Yeah,
games.
it wasn't just a
you're
flex.
Why are you? It's not
Yeah.
a flex. I'm like, I was just like, man, this is something. I don't think my neighbor can do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me figure this out the right way. He's like, hey, why don't you just sell your picks, bro? Yeah, this is like, I think when other competition of mine were also selling their picks, their knowledge and other stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? I think I will. And then back then I was very big in the car industry, car scene in Vegas. And I'm like, all right, reach out to a few people. I'm like, hey, would you share some of my tickets on your story? I'll give you free picks. So like, it's kind of like the referral programs real estate
Sure.
agents have and stuff like that. And then, I went on a crazy streak, like 11, 12 game winning streak. All these people made money. And I'm like, oh shit, now what do I do? Like, what should I charge these people? I had no idea.
No clue.
Weekly, daily, monthly, like I had no idea what was happening. So like what I should be doing in the future. And 2014 came around. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna care what anyone thinks. Like this is most people thought, oh man, you're showing off money. Back then it's like, people are barely coming off the recession. Like it's like, hey, you don't want to show off so much money. Like, nah, I'm gonna be that motherfucker.
Well,
I'm gonna be that guy.
Well, no,
But if that's your business, you got to. Just you always say about your money management guy.
Dude, here's the deal. Money gets attention.
Yeah.
And then attention follows money.
100%.
And so if you start flashing stuff, you get attention and then money follows that.
Yeah.
Which is why, all the haters are like, oh, why you show the jet? Why you show the cars? Why you show this? Because
I bet you get so much hate.
It doesn't matter.
Oh
Dude, it's just to get your attention. Because if I get your attention, now maybe we can do some business and I can help others make money, and which is all part of it. It's
100%.
As you strive forward, reaching back. But if you don't believe that I can get you where you want to go, ain't nobody going to grab my hand.
No,
That's
not. It's just it's nowadays. It's kind of the life we live. If you don't got it, and if it's kind of hard to do the whole fake it till you make it thing nowadays. It's really hard because people will catch up to that shit.
Well, there's a lot.
I'm a gambler. I know when somebody walks around and you're finessing me. I know you don't have what you are telling me.
Yeah.
I know.
There's still a lot of people that are flexing the private jet with the Jet Suite X logo behind them. Dude, ain't nothing wrong with Jet Suite X, bro.
Yeah,
I've flown. Yeah, it's great.
I'm pretty sure all of us have.
But I ain't gonna stand on and try to flex like it's my own plane.
I have too. I have too.
The big seat on Spirits. I'm a fan.
$59.99.
No shit, right?
I'm at the age though where my favorite flexes is like me flying my little 4-seater Cessna. Like me actually flying it. That's my flex.
Yeah,
dude,
that's awesome.
Somebody said the other day I was reading that the best flex you can have right now is just being able to sit around and do nothing.
Oh,
you show me somebody that's got total control of their own time. That's the best flex.
Yeah, it's true.
I do that now, actually.
So right now there's a guy. There's a guy in a Fremont that just peed on himself with a half a beer he found. Going, flex, master of my own time. Look at that. Suck on that, Johnny.
Oh, with the little fucking nipple rings and shit.
That's it. That's
so
it.
do you have you have it set up now like it's all subscription based, right?
Yeah.
What do you charge for that, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, it's a few $1,000s. It depends on the sport.
Well, did you set up a website or are these?
Yeah, it's betwithaj.com.
Betwithaj.com. Betwithaj.com for all your betting needs. So you set that up, and so you start out with just the people that you know.
11 people in 2014.
11 people in 2014.
And they're still my friends to this day.
They're still there, which means if they're still your friends, they've actually made money doing
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Better to make friends with people you do business with than to do business with your friends.
100%.
How many people now on the subscription service?
6,600 people.
6,600 people. Now here's an interesting
18
question.
countries, 26 states.
Wow. So how did you build it? So walk me through building it from 11 people to 6,600 that are giving you thousands of dollars a month, a season. What are they giving you?
Yeah, baseball season roughly runs around $5,000 a season, which is actually peanuts compared to how much money they actually make.
Sure.
Yeah. Like if you break it down, it's like $500 a month.
Sure.
Or $1,000, about $750 a month.
Yeah.
I've done that, and I got on board with this whole gambling and sports betting when social media was popping right off.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was a perfect peak time when all the social media influencers were creating their Instagram, social media, the YouTube videos, TikTok, Vine. Remember Vine?
Oh yeah, sure.
You guys all remember that?
Yep.
So that's when I reached out to those kind of people, and I had a pretty large following on my other account before it was hacked and deleted. And then we just connected with the right people. And then I shared their services on my end, my services they have shared on their end, on their platforms. And then my brand just blew up. And then
so all of this is built through social
media, man.
No Google ad clicks, no nothing, just strictly
eight-figure business right now.
Just right there.
Cell phone?
Just built strictly to the cell phone.
It made me a multimillionaire.
Just right to the phone.
To this day.
And just taking pictures and spreading it to other people that are winning.
Yeah.
Did you tell them, say, hey, do me a solid and take a picture of your winners and share them and
they
tag
give me shout outs. Hey, thank you, AJ. Thank you, Bet with AJ. You've seen my testimonials. It's crazy to this day. And I don't even repost half that stuff anymore because I have such a solid, a base now. I don't even reach out to people anymore.
So let me ask you this. So what kind of, because you went from the AT&T deal where it was all about creating an elite customer experience. Do you have actual contact with these folks? Do you do lives? Do you do chats? Do you do strategies? Do you do, or just the picks go up and there you go and I'm good? Which believe me, either way is good for me.
I mean, that's
all they
more hands off, the better.
Sometimes that customer service experience is not what I'm looking for. Right?
Yeah. You just want the data.
In this time, what I do for a living now, I try to keep my privacy as much as I can.
So like, here's your picks. That's it.
That's it.
So no access to me.
Because I give them a full blown welcome email.
Yeah.
Elementary school, written in elementary school English. Like, I mean, you can't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Like, it literally tells you 1 unit equals 5% of your bankroll. And I'll tell you what game you should bet on, what time it goes out, like everything. So all you have to go sign up for William Hill, press Dodgers, press the money line, bet what you could afford.
Yeah.
According to your bankroll.
My
Like,
dad-
don't look at my bets.
My dad can fuck that up.
And those are that 10%. Because my client retention rate is 90%.
90% stay with you every year.
Year.
So let me ask you
that
this.
10.
Well, now that you've got that many people,
Yeah.
have you seen an instance when you put a game up and the line moves?
Oh, I've moved lines myself. I moved the Rams line
Did you?
from -175 to -185.
Just because you just
But I only bet even 50K. But when I remember, I bet 50,000 on the Rams, and obviously they won. I was like, oh shit.
yeah.
I bet Cincy to cover, and they did.
That's a great bet as well.
I bet 3 points.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
50K on the
line.
Rams.
Yeah, I moved the line because that many people betting on, like, let's say William Hill
right.
Station
Right
Casinos,
on.
Circa, South Point. Like, I know a lot of sportsbook directors out here, and you just see boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the fuck?
So when they watch,
I really doing
when
that,
they watch your action, you're watching the lines move.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Las Vegas
So-
Insider. Yeah.
So I mean, that's got to be part of it as well, because when you put it out to your folks as to this is what you need to do, and all of a sudden line moves, do you immediately send a retraction like, okay, the rest of you guys need to go back this way?
No. I don't play both sides. I would never
both
do
sides.
that. That's
You don't do
horrible.
that. You
And
just-
there's some guys that have done that, and then some people that
Do you
you
just
mention.
no? But I'm saying, do you just say
Like
if
if
you
you
can
pick
get
up
this?
at four,
But if
and it
the
moves to
line
4.5.
gets, and you don't believe in the 4.5, but you believed in the 4, would you send out another email, or
So-
is it never really? You feel better that a half a point or isn't going to mess
Yeah,
up.
that's my
I'm
point.
very big on money lines.
Okay.
Like, so let's say for the Rams, talking about the Rams.
So the win's going
They're-
to be, it's going to win or loss is going to be there.
1 point.
You're just simply changing how much you get.
Correct. So
That's the
minus
difference.
110 is usually the spread.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
the Rams were minus
Right,
4.
right.
He had +4 Bengals.
Yeah.
He won because they lost by 3.
Yeah.
Right.
So imagine every single person that laid that -4 because they didn't want to lay the -180 juice.
Right.
Made no sense to me. I'm betting big. I'd rather get the $27,000 in profit back versus losing the 50K
Yeah.
betting on -110 at -4. Makes no
no sense to you.
No, that's just most people who do bet the spread are the ones that want to get rich quick.
Right.
I'm just being honest, and I've seen it happen. I've been doing this for 11 years professionally, 12 now. So I've seen people. I'm like, hey man, how come you bet the money lines more often? I'm like, because I've seen games that lose by half a fucking point.
Right.
Imagine lose half a point. That's not even a point.
Yeah.
A free throw, yeah. Like,
So I
it's not
guess-
even- not
Well,
even a
it's
free
like
throw.
it's crazy.
So I have an interesting question because again, there's inherent risk that goes along with this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like anything else. I mean, nothing is for sure. Everything is.
No.
is they don't call it winning. They call it gambling.
Correct.
So the question is: so you have the 6,000 people on subscription doing whatever you do.
Yeah.
Is there any of that money that you go, okay, I'm going to earmark this, and it just goes over in this account and does not go into play, or are you all in
Two separate accounts.
Two separate accounts, right?
Absolutely.
This is
I
my
don't-
business that goes there.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
my play account and happens.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. With not, I don't even want to ask this because I don't want to put it out in the ether. We'll knock on We'll knock on Colt's wood head if we can. We do that. But
Got a
the
big
point being
wood
is,
in his head.
You're
no,
safe.
what
at
what
that
what
point.
happened?
Party
Okay,
boy.
so if the roll was to go to 0, which it never has, would you start reaching into the other things, or would you call it quits?
Like when it comes to like what we would
You
just
run
went
on
through
the
during
bank-
pandemic.
Like the
Yeah,
bank,
yeah,
like the bankroll you
bad
built to this
Would you
point,
ever
right?
re-up your bankroll?
Would you
if the
ever
world fell
re-up the
apart?
bankroll if it fell apart and went to 0?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I learned I used to be a pro loser back then.
Pro loser.
Meaning I didn't know money management back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I've lost it. I've lost money before. I mean, back then, losing $30,000 to $40,000, that fucked me up. That's a lot of money. Even to this day,
Yeah, it's
for a
a
lot
lot.
of us, it's still money, right? No one wants to lose $40,000.
No.
So
Just some people, it actually ruins their.
Yeah,
life.
ruins their life.
Their life.
That's what
100%.
my
I believe
question
that.
was going to be is, so you're out there, you give your disclaimers of bet what you know, right? People, you're getting into something that's gambling. Do you ever get nervous that some of these degenerates are just like putting everything on the line and they're like, "Oh, fuck you, bet it."
Oh, that happened to me before.
Like scare you? Like,
like
that
you
would.
said-
I've never.
Like you said, 5% goes here.
Yeah.
You split it out, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One like I never like even for me betting like. So 1 unit meaning that's a unit that you bet on the Dodgers, the Lakers, whatever the team it is.
Right.
You only risk 5% of your bank roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're not going to have. You got some guy in
but
Iowa
it's-
drunk.
you can't.
Like, do you ever worry?
Look, it's the same with it. Look, it
It's
is
the same with real
it is
estate. Yeah. Think about
no,
it, you know?
and the
Yeah.
reason I bring that
Yeah.
up is because I know a lot of people getting death threats and afraid to go to their office during when the market crashed. They're like, "You sold me this, you mother
Absolutely.
effer," blah blah blah. And it's like I know a lot. Like I never got that call, but I could tell you there's 30, 40 people afraid to come to the office
Yeah.
at that time because they're getting death threats. So I wondered, if people just
I mean, I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I've never gotten text messages or not text. Right. It's usually emails or DMs.
Yeah.
Saying that, oh fuck, man, I lost money. I'm like,
be-
well, yeah, we all lost
gambling,
money.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
lost
if you
200
win
bucks, I
100,
lost
yeah.
20,000.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
and you can't win them all.
I bet the same games I give out.
Oh,
to
AJ,
you.
AJ,
Yeah.
I
You
just need
mirror
the
my-
good leads, the Glenn Gary leads.
You are here to help us.
But I've never been afraid,
us
man,
up.
because like they know when they visit, they know I'm a transparent, 100% guy. That what I put out is what I bet. So if I'm risking my own
Right,
fucking money,
There's just a lot of weirdos out
a lot
there. I
of,
just
it's a thing.
wonder-
It's in a
yeah.
very tough. Mike,
Man.
the industry is very, very different.
pod.
The
Yeah,
pod
no,
person calling
and
me a
that's why I
weirdo.
wonder because that's a
Those people
dangerous
shake out.
industry.
It's a
lot of
touchy
times.
business.
Those
Yeah.
people
It's
have
a-
to shake out though.
They
Eventually,
do, and
because-
those are the 10% that shake out and never
because-
come back.
Yeah, if you don't have the discipline, you shouldn't do anything.
No.
Like that involves risk.
Everything in moderation, boys.
But
Everything
those
in
are the
moderation.
same people that invest in crypto. Swear
Oh,
to
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Those 10% of those people
They're
that
like,
said,
screw
"Oh,
this.
sports betting not for me,"
Get rich
and
quick,
then they
though.
get into like NFTs and all
Yeah.
these other shit, and they have no idea. Like,
Yeah.
like you realize
Just
crypto,
somebody told
it's
me I
like
should do this.
like it's going down every day.
Yeah.
Like it's
Or up every day.
$35,000 now at Bitcoin. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or who knows? Well, so again, if they want to find you, dude, how do they find you?
Instagram, betwithaj.lv.
Or just betwithaj.com to
Yeah.
actually sign up for your servers and check
That's
that
correct.
out. So check it
Yeah,
out.
and easiest way to get to it's Instagram. DMs are
Yeah.
open.
Well, dude, thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining us, man. It was awesome. It's super interesting
Hey,
to hear
man.
about, man.
Thanks so much
And
for having me.
man, that's a huge winning percentage, 85%.
Thank you. 82.5%.
82.5. Sorry, that's
Yeah, yeah. I don't want the haters to come back and be
No,
like,
no.
You said 85. It's not 85.
I bet that you were 81 and then 2.5 points.
Watch, I lose a game today.
I know.
79%.
No, well, that's like the people that go to like the 100-item salad bar and they're like, there's only 97 items on the salad bar. That's
Where's
how
the
it is.
sunflower seeds, pal?
I think we had that
98.
conversation about 31 flavors.
We
though.
did. We did. We
so
did.
We were
we
those
did.
people.
We did. Well, thanks for joining us again. Again, if you're wherever you're listening to us, give us a quick review based on what I do, not what on Colt does. And yeah, if you hated what we do today,
Just saying.
if you liked what
Beast, bro.
if you liked what we did today, tell a friend.
shoot.
And if you hated what we did, tell two, because it doesn't matter if they're talking good or bad about you.
As long as they're talking
As
about
long
you.
as they're
That's
talking.
correct.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
Hey, it's John Gafford. If you want to catch up more and see what we're doing, you can always go to thejohngafford.com, where we'll share any links that things we talked about on the show, as well as links to the YouTube where you can watch us live. And if you want to catch up with me on Instagram, you can always follow me at thejohngafford. I'm here. Give me a shout.